Hi, this is Chandra. I was asked to do a tutorial on this mini album that I made for my cat. It has the first flap that has a pocket right here, and then it has two smaller flaps that have pockets in them. The next page has a pocket, and then it has the pocket page tag itself. And I'm just going to show you there's 6 of these in this album, and I used Kathy Orta's hidden hinge binding system, and you can go on her YouTube and look up her binding for this. Each one of these, there's 6 of these little pages in there, and I'm going to show you how to make this one right here. So first you're going to start off with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. So the first score mark is going to be at 1/2 inch, and then 4.5 inches, 5, 5.5, and 10.5. And that's on the 11-inch side of the paper being at the top. You're going to rotate it and score at 6.5. Now you're going to need this one sheet that measures 7.5 by 5, and on the 7.5 inch side you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and at 7 inches. Then you're going to need 2 sheets that measure 4.25 by 4.5. And you're going to score with the 4.25 inch side on the top. You're going to score at 1/2 inch and then at 3 3/4 inches. And you're going to do this twice. And then you're going to need 2 sheets that measure 3.25 by 4.5, and you're not going to score those at all. So the 8.5 by 11 sheet that we scored it at 6.5 across the bottom. So we're just going to flip that up, and these are going to be the pockets. So I'm just going to reinforce my score there. Now this 1/2 inch score mark that we did, we're going to cut it off to this fold. You don't need this flap right here at all. So I'm just going to take my ruler and I'm going to cut that off on both sides of this page. You want to leave the bottom. Let me see if I can get zoomed in here. I still don't know how to edit, so I'm trying not to mess up on these videos here. So you're just going to cut that part off on each side. So I'm just going to flip it over so it's easier for me, and I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to cut off that 1/2 inch there so that my page looks like this. Now we have these 3 score marks right here, and we're just going to fold it, and I'm going to reinforce my folds right now. And this is going to be the flaps. So now that I've reinforced those, you see the middle line here. There's 3 scores there. We're going to cut this middle line up so that we can make flaps for these pocket pages here. And then I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife and go across that score line there. So we've made the flaps open up here. I like to take it and cut it at an angle here so that when I'm folding them up to make my pockets, nothing gets stuck there. So you can fold these flaps in and apply score tape. For the video, I'm just going to use my ATG gun. And you're going to fold it up both sides. The pockets are going to be on the front of this. And again, you want to use a stronger adhesive than the ATG gun. when you're adhering your pockets. Now you have these 3 score marks in the middle, and you're going to make like a mountain fold, and you're going to fold it up so that the middle score line is up. I'm going to flip it over to the back, and I'm going to apply tape on one of these 1/2 inch spaces so that when I fold it over, it becomes a little flap here. Excuse me. Now I'm just going to miter the corners. Hello. I'm going to miter these corners here and here. And these are the pockets that we're going to attach here. So I'm just sticking one of them there so that I know where to cut the next angle. So I'm just going to cut it straight. And now I'm going to go in at an angle. Now these little pages that we scored, I'm going to fold the tabs in. So we scored at 1/2 inch and 3 3/4 inches. And we're going to flip the flaps and apply tape. And again, you want to use score tape or some kind of stronger adhesive. I'm going to take this sheet and just place it over the top of that. And that's going to make a little tube pocket. Now if you want to round your corners or do decorative corners, you can do that now. So this is our page, and we have these 2 little flaps in the middle, and that's what we're going to attach these to. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second one. The flap on there. So we have 2 of these little pockets here. And you're going to apply score tape to both sides of these flaps. Whoops. Okay. So now I'm just going to put this in there like that. And then I'm going to seal it. I didn't cut enough at an angle there, so these pages were going to stick together. You don't want them to overlap there. There we go. So now we're going to do the back part of it, which is the long piece that we scored. So this is the front. You open it up, there's a little pocket there. Whoops, let me get in the camera frame. There's these 2 pockets here. There's another pocket here. And now we're going to create the back pocket. Again, this is the long piece that I gave the measurements for at the beginning of the video. And I'm just folding the flaps so the flaps are in the folded position. ATG. And then I'm going to apply this to the back of this page. Now this is going to have an opening right here. And this is where you're going to stick your hidden hinge. There. So let me bring the book back in. So this is this. When you flip it open, you'll have your pocket. And then there's these 2 flaps, which are right here. As you can tell, I rounded the corners on my flaps in my book. And then I made my tags all different. Some of them I used the ticket corner rounder. Some of them I didn't cut. And then when you flip it open, you have this page. And then you have the actual pocket page here, which is right here. And again, this is what you're going to attach to the hidden hinge. You're going to attach it by this end. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, just send me a message. Thanks.